I've seen Civil War 2 get a lot of hate, but from the first issue, I've really enjoyed it. We open up in Manhattan as the Avengers are fighting something, being a massive celestial, when suddenly every hero that's ridden the New York subway shows up, but all it takes is Doctor Strange and a bunch of magic to just poof it away. Later, the heroes have a party where we find out that they were able to defeat the Celestial because they predicted it. The Inhumans knew that the Celestial was going to attack, so our heroes asked the Inhumans how they knew, where we're introduced to Ulysses, who was taken in by the Inhumans after some Terrigen mist flew over his high school and he ended up becoming an Inhuman and getting the powers of premonitions, predicting the future basically. And as our heroes try and work out how Ulysses' powers work, we find out that his mind is blocked. And without hesitation, Captain Marvel offers him a job because coincidentally, Captain Marvel and the Ultimates have been looking with somebody with just his specific skill set. And Tony Stark isn't on board with this. Captain America asks why, and he tells him that he's not doing a moral debate with Captain America because it never ends well, referring to the original Civil War. But Tony does pose some pretty serious questions. I mean, what if his predictions are wrong? Like with the Celestial, he predicted that it was going to end terribly, but they won. So clearly he was wrong. And what probability scales is he using? We learned that after Ulysses got his powers, obviously the humans took him in and showed him how to focus them. Tony asked this quite comedic but real question. So we see the two sides of the Civil War, and I can't wait to see who Iron Man beefs in Civil War 3. 3 weeks later, Ulysses wakes up from a nightmare and he has a premonition of Thanos, and he has to alert the Ultimates. Meanwhile, Tony Stark is in his lab when Mary Jane comes down and lets him know that his best friend War Machine has game ended. A destroyed Iron Man finds his body straight away and needs to find out who is responsible for this, and tracks down Captain Marvel pretty quickly, where we see that She-Hulk is also on her way out too. Tony asks what happened, and Captain Marvel reveals that they knew Thanos was going to attack, so they went and fought him. And when Tony asks Captain Marvel how they knew Thanos was going to attack, she admits that they used Ulysses. And in the battle, we see that Thanos completely punched through War Machine's chest, and Tony tells Captain Marvel that she basically game-ended War Machine herself. And Iron Man is angry as all hell. But the good news is that at least Thanos is captured. And when Iron Man leaves, She-Hulk grabs Captain Marvel's hand. And in her dying breaths, she says that it's our future, not his, asking her to fight for it. As She-Hulk flatlines, and I need to know what she means by this, because Iron Man's not in the wrong here. He wasn't in the original Civil War either.